Okay, in this video we're going to have a look at creating some charts. One of the big strengths of Excel is that it can actually present a lot of the data graphically quite quickly and easily, and Excel actually makes a bit of an attempt to try and help you out doing things, but sometimes that can also prove problematic. So I'll start with a chart that has not everything selected correctly, and then show how you can actually make changes to improve that. To create a chart, under the insert button you've got a whole range of different charts you can select. So in this case you've got column charts, but where you need to start is actually selecting your data. So I'll do the simplest one and everything being done correctly straight off, and get Excel to do all the work for me. So in this case I'm going to select all the data, so the types of cars, the details for the men and the women, and select my chart. So I'll do a 3D column chart. Actually I'll do this one. Okay. And that will give me the chart. It'll give me a chart title, so I can give it a meaningful name, car sales by gender. If you actually click on the chart, you can get some other options. So this plus sign up here will allow you to add other elements. So it'll give you a list, so I can put an axis title, so I can enter there percentage of sales. I'll just delete the rest of that. And on this one, make of car. Okay, so that was the axes. I could include data labels, so that will actually show me the percentages on the chart. Another option is to include the data table, so actually include the value in the chart. Again, you can play around with that, and then of course you've got grid lines. You can either put them on or off. The legend, whether you want it or not. I would suggest that you probably want it. And then, as I said, all the other options. So that's it. Excel's done all the work for you. You just then need to do all the extra things, put on what you need, and put in your labels. Okay. So let's see if everything is selected correctly. So I'll actually get rid of this, and we'll do it incorrectly now. Okay. So if you came in and you actually just selected the numbers, so let's say we just selected the male sales, and we insert a chart. So we'll do the same chart that we had beforehand. So we're inserting a 3D chart, and it's got the details. Now I'm not going to do the legend and all of those things just at the moment, but as you can see, yes, we've got percentages, but we don't know what the cars are. We don't have the women, so there's quite a bit of details missing. If you find you've done that, instead of having to start from scratch, you can actually go and change details. So if you right click in the chart, you can select the data, and when you select the data, there's a few things you can change. So you can change the series or the selected lot of data as you've got here, so all the numbers. You can edit that, and you can tell it what the name is of that data. So here's the values, as you say, B4 to B9, but also what name. So the name we can select. You can either type it in, or we can select the column that's got it in. So the name will be for men. Okay. Now we wanted the women's column as well, so we can add another list in there. So we'll do an add. So for the series name, it's the women. So we're basically doing what Excel did the first time, plus the extra bit that we corrected up. Going back. Sorry, my mistake. I jumped ahead. Okay. For the data, I want to select the cells. Okay, so the data part of it are the columns, and we've got our two headings. So we've now got two lots of data. Okay, but cars are still meaningless. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We don't know what those cars are. So in here, these are the axes. They will say, as you can see, a horizontal axis label. So if we edit that, we can go and select a range of names to use. So we're going to use the names of the cars. Okay, and look at it. We're back to that table we had beforehand. So we can do all this other stuff that we did previously: chart title, legend, data labels if you want to, with or without the grid lines, and then just edit them pretty much as we did beforehand. So very straightforward to change or to create a chart. If you want a different style, you can actually change the chart type. Okay, so if you've picked one, you go, oh, actually I don't like that one, I'd rather have the bar chart going that way. It's just a simple case of reselecting it. So change chart type, fairly obvious, select data, and then the move chart option allows you to move your chart either to another sheet, so you can actually put that into a separate sheet. You can actually put it into a totally different document as well, and you know, what do you want to call the sheet 1, or do you want it in sheet 1, or do you want it in a separate chart? Okay, so it's up to you on what you want to do with that. So there's quite a few other options that you can employ, but very easy, and there's a lot of different chart types. Obviously you need to choose the one that's appropriate for your data. Okay, so that's it for charts in Excel.